doing writing autobiographies these days. Any plans for you? I mean, you've got quite a career. Imagine you got quite a few stories that would be quite entertaining.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a completely private person, but I don't want to go that far.
Okay.
I'll do interviews and, we'll discuss things that are important and,
yeah.
I have my Instagram, which is, I post stuff about what I'm doing, and things I care about, in addition to all the music posts. But beyond that, I don't really want to expose my, my inner life.
Totally understand that. Now, I got to get serious here now. Looking back on your entire catalog of music, is there any track you think could have benefited from some cowbell?
Oh, shit. I always forget about that. You think that's one of those things you think after oh, damn, we should have had more cowbell.
Yeah.
Or congas or timbales but
yeah, really.
Hey, come on, I grew up in the late 60s and the early 70s, cutting my teeth in my garage bands, and cowbell was always a big part of that.
Oh, yeah.
The drummer had one and the singer had one. We had like two cowbells going.
Nice. Cowbell in stereo. There you go.
Yeah.
So we're going to get out of this interview with Hellchild. You picked this song. Now, can you tell us a little bit about your reimagining of this tune?
I'll tell you what, man, all this stuff was just spur of the moment, off the cuff, seat of the pants kind of arrangements. I mean, and from my best recollection of how this came about, the arrangement as far as Hellchild came about was that I was just sitting here and toying with it, and I was just like, well, let's just make it aggressive somehow. And I started messing with it, but what I ended up playing unconsciously is I believe it's Till the Living End. It's very similar to Dawkins' Till the Living End. But the funny thing is, I have a certain kind of thing, riff that I play all the time, and it's in a lot of different songs that I've written. It's that flatted fifth thing. And it's a common theme that runs through a lot of my writing, and I end up plagiarizing myself quite a bit. I guess I just plagiarized myself, but just, I took one flatted fifth song and superimposed it over another and doubled the tempo.
Nice.
I don't know.
Well, I really like this new album. It's something, it's one that you've got to kind of listen to a couple times because, I'm used to the original version of the album, but it does get in your blood after you've listened to it a couple times. There's a lot of good stuff on this album. I'm really liking it. So
thank you. Well, I mean, of course you get the inevitable criticism from fans, and they're like, well, why'd you mess with it? I was like, well, I don't look at it that way. I don't even understand the criticism because the original will always be there. We didn't replace it.
Exactly.
We just did an alternative version of it, and then I've read some accusations of money grab. I'm like, boy, I'll tell you what, if this was anything but that, believe me, I'm not going to get into the nuts and bolts of our business, but there was no money to grab on this record. It was just done, and I'm being completely 100% upfront and sincere about that. There's very little money to be made on this record. It was really more of just a fun project. We thought it'd be relatively easy and fun to do. And it was the last time we were together as a band. We all worked together, the four of us in one room, had a great time, We'd, have a couple of beers, and we'd just all be tooling around the studio, trying different things, laughing, ordering food, and just just enjoying the process and just having a great time. And nobody made a bunch of money on this record. That's for absolutely sure. So I want to dispel that rumor right off the top, because that sort of did bother me when I did read that from a few people. It's just a money grab. I'm just like, what? No, it's not a money grab. Anything but a money grab. Believe me. was done purely out of love, and and I'm really proud of the record, and I'm glad we did it. And as you said, it bears repeated listenings.
Yep.
And it doesn't take away from the original. I think it just adds contextually to the complexity of the band. We're more than that. We were able to learn a few things in the last 30 years, and we wanted to express that.
Nice. Well, George, it was an honor to have you on the show as always, and really can't wait to hear what your next project's going to be.
Oh, there's plenty of them, believe me. They're going to get sick of it.